Hello, thank you for joining today's presentation. In this session, I will be outlining 3 different approaches that are being considered for our software development project: waterfall, agile, or off-the-shelf software. Each of these options have a distinct advantage and drawbacks. We will walk through the processes, compare cost, and I'll share my recommendations on the best approach for the company's current, future needs. Let's get started. We are comparing 3 main approaches: waterfall, agile development, and off-the-shelf software. Each method has a unique approach to development, timelines, cost, and adaptability. I'll give you a brief overview of each one and then dive into how they compare in terms of cost, time to deploy, and their suitability for our specific business requirements. Waterfall is one of the oldest system development models and follows a very structured approach. It moves through each of the phases sequentially, meaning that once you complete one phase, you will move on to the next. There is little to no overlap between phases. This model is best suited for projects where the requirements are clear and unlikely to change. For example, large-scale infrastructure projects might use waterfall. It's ideal when the scope and deadlines are defined from the beginning and there is minimal risk of changes occurring along the way. Waterfall's predictability is one of its main strengths, especially in stable environments where requirements are unlikely to change. It's easy to monitor progress because each phase is clearly defined. However, the model lacks flexibility, which is a very serious drawback in today's environment. Any changes or updates in requirements after given phases has been completed can be costly and time-consuming. Plus, testing is done after development. So if an issue arises and it's late in the process, it can delay the entire process and timeline for deployment. Agile is much more flexible to its approach. It is interactive, meaning the development process is broken down into smaller cycles known as the sprints. These sprints typically last between 1 and 4 weeks, and at the end of each sprint, a working version of the product is delivered. Agile emphasizes constant communication with its stakeholders to gather feedback, so adjustments can be made easily throughout the development process. This makes it ideal for projects where requirements might evolve over time or when a project needs to be delivered in a faster timeline. One of Agile's biggest advantages is its ability to adjust to changing requirements. Since the product is built incrementally, it's easy to make changes as you go, which is important when stakeholders are providing their feedback. It also allows for faster delivery of working software, which means we can start using parts of the systems earlier in the process. However, because of this flexibility, it is harder to predict exact cost and timelines. Agile projects require more constant involvement from stakeholders to ensure that we will stay on track. If not managed properly, there is also a risk of scope creep, where the project scope gradually expands beyond the original plan. While off-the-shelf software offers quick deployment and lower initial cost, it comes with some limitations. The primary drawback is that it often doesn't fit the specific needs of organizations as well as custom-built solutions. We may be stuck with the features the vendor offers, which might not align with our business processes. Additionally, the upfront cost is lower compared to custom-built solutions, making it an attractive choice for many businesses. While off-the-shelf software offers quick deployment and lower initial cost, it comes with some limitations. The primary drawback is that it often does not fit the specific needs of our organization, as well as a custom-built solution would. We may also be stuck with the features the vendor offers, which might not align with our business processes. Additionally, there are ongoing licensing and maintenance costs that can add up over time. In comparing the two options, buying off-the-shelf software is faster to deploy and comes with a lower upfront investment. However, it may not fully meet our needs and we'll have to manage vendor relationships. On the other hand, building custom software allows us to create a solution tailored to our exact requirements, which could give us a competitive edge. The trade-off is that it comes with higher development cost and a longer timeline before we'll see actual results. Agile and DevOps work hand in hand. DevOps enables continuous integration and continuous delivery, which speeds up the process of moving software from development to production. With Agile's iterative approach and DevOps focus on automation, we can release features more frequently, deliver value to users sooner, and reduce the risk of errors. This combination creates a highly efficient development cycle supporting a more agile and responsive business environment. This chart compares the three approaches in terms of cost and timeline. Waterfall, while requiring a longer timeline, is the most predictable, but it comes with significant challenges in adapting to change. Agile offers slightly shorter timeline and offers flexibility in meeting evolving requirements, which are similar with savings. Off-the-shelf software, while offering the quickest implementation, falls short in terms of customization. Looking at the total cost, Waterfall is the most expensive option. Agile offers a more cost-effective solution in terms of development time and flexibility. However, we will need to consider that off-the-shelf software might lead to higher cost in licensing and ongoing maintenance. Stakeholder involvement varies across all three of these approaches. Waterfall involves stakeholders mainly at the beginning and end of the project. In contrast, Agile promotes continuous feedback and collaboration. Off-the-shelf requirement software's minimal stakeholders' input since it's a pre-built solution. This can lead to dissatisfaction in the needs of the stakeholders. It is after careful consideration that I recommend the Agile approach. While it is a bit more expensive than the off-the-shelf software, it offers us the flexibility to adapt to the changing business needs and allows for faster iteration, which is critical in today's fast-moving market. I appreciate your time and thoughtful consideration of this proposal I have shared with you today.